Hi, I'm Danielle Davis, and welcome to Picturing Language from The Warning. Here we've got the beginning of the story. We've got it separated so that you can see it in 6 picture frames, and they're numbered so you can easily follow along. In frame 1, we've got Ronnie drove into the parking lot and waved hello to the guard. So here we have got nonverbal cues happening. Here's Ronnie driving into a parking lot, and here's the security guard, and they're waving to each other. And we know that he's a security guard from a verbal cue with a sign that says security there next to him. And then we can move on to the second frame. It says, he liked the airplane factory. Ronnie walked into the big building. So here he is walking into a big building, and we know that it's an airplane factory from the big sign on the big building. And it says, I like this place, in a thought bubble that's coming out of his head. And he's just got a smile on his face. So we've got some verbal cues and nonverbal cues happening here. And the story is kind of progressing. We have some more of the semantic principles happening here with it moving from simple to more complex. There's layers of the story happening here. And here we have frame 3. Quite a bit happens in frame 3. He went to his small desk and put down his keys. He was surprised to see a note. The note was from Mr. Burns. Mr. Burns wanted to see Ronnie right away. So we've got his small desk, and we know this is Ronnie's desk because it's got a nameplate on there that says Ronnie. He sets down his keys right here, and we can tell that he's surprised by the look on his face. And there's a note on his desk. It says, Ronnie, come see me right away, and it's signed from Mr. Burns. So let's move on to frame 4. In frame 4, it says, Ronnie walked back out the door and across the parking lot. What did Mr. Burns want to see him about? So here we've got him coming back out, and here's the parking lot. So he came out through the door, and we know that he's walking somewhere. And here he's got another thought. It says, I wonder why Mr. Burns wants to see me. So he's thinking about it as he goes. And in this frame, he's got a smile on his face. He's thinking. And we can see off here he is headed toward the Human Resources building. And then we'll move to frame 5. It says, maybe it was because Ronnie had called in sick the day before. The people were always so nice on the telephone when Ronnie called in sick. Nobody seemed to mind if he missed work. At least nobody had said anything about it. So here Ronnie is thinking, and all of this is happening in the picture, and there are verbal and nonverbal cues happening here. The verbal is, could it be that I called in sick? And here he is just kind of sitting up on the phone, and he's got a remote in his hand. And the person on the other end of the line is a lady, and she's just kind of happy, and she's like, oh, no problem. So he's a little confused because he thought it was no big deal because the people were always so nice on the other end of the line. So here he is. He's getting closer to the Human Resources building, and he is in frame 6. Ronnie opened the glass door, and so it's kind of left on a cliffhanger. We don't see in these pictures what happens next. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.